Cantagallo, home to the Shipibo Amazonian people in Lima, an island of Amazonian beliefs and culture in the middle of this concrete jungle. The Shipibo people, named after a huge Amazonian fish, are the second most populous tribe in the Amazon and originate from the jungle area around the city of Iquitos. Hugging the banks of the river Rimac, the area is a long way from their origins along the Ucayali River. In 2001, 15 families of the Shipibo people were invited by presidential candidate Alejandro Toledo to join him and 50 other indigenous Peruvian tribes in a demonstration against the then president Fujimori. After the election was won, the Shipibo families requested help to return home. However, they were refused. Instead of sleeping rough, they were offered abandoned land belonging to the municipality of Lima at Cantagallo, where they were encouraged to stay until they were able to raise enough money to return home. The Shipibo women in Cantagallo are making substantial efforts in their community. They are the major economic contributors in the community, working as domestic servants and producing handicrafts. They of course are also responsible for domestic chores and nursing the children. They sell handicrafts on the streets of Lima. The men are only able to help at a limited level. The language of the Shipibo is being lost amongst the youth, as it is seen as a hindrance in the city. However, there are still attempts to keep this part of the culture alive, using it in communal meetings and at primary school level. It is important to note that this goes against the general experience of indigenous migration to urban areas. Like the rest of the 1.3 million people in Lima whose homes receive no running water, Cantagallo residents pay exorbitant prices for trucks to deliver water by the barrel. There is a standpipe installed by Sedipal. However, this only supplies a few houses and public taps. The area reeks of rotting garbage and human waste as it sits on top of an old landfill site, and the sanitation infrastructure is almost non-existent. The preferred method is to dispose waste directly into the river. This water is already heavily polluted, but on occasion is still used for cooking and washing. Cantagallo's struggle has been focused on land tenure, economic exposure, and bilingual education, which have been internally represented mainly by two grassroots organizations, Asheril and Avshil. But these are not accountable for any political decision-making. Externally, different organizations such as INDEPA and CAP, the Amazonian Anthropological and Practical Center, Terra Nova, an Italian non-profit, and even the European Union have also shown interest and support for the community.